Hey there, I've got something important to talk about today. You might have heard that Australia is facing some fuel supply issues due to the war in the Middle East. Now, the government has made a move to ease fuel standards, allowing dirty fuel into the market. But what does this really mean for us and our cars? Let's dive in and explore the implications. First off, what's this dirty fuel everyone's talking about? Well, it's not as sinister as it sounds. Essentially, it's fuel with higher sulfur levels, and this isn't a new phenomenon. Up until 2024, Australia's fuel standards allowed for higher sulfur concentrations. So, this is more of a temporary reversal of progress. But why bring back dirtier fuel? The government's main concern is preventing a fuel shortage and keeping prices from skyrocketing. With the war disrupting oil supplies, they're taking action to ensure we don't face a crisis. This includes releasing fuel from strategic reserves and, yes, allowing higher sulfur fuel back into the market. It's a short-term fix, and the government is walking a tightrope here. Now, the good news is that this shouldn't cause major issues for most car engines. The sulfur levels are not drastically different from what they were just a couple of years ago. Plus, Ampol has promised to prioritize areas at risk of shortages. So, for many Australians, this won't even be noticeable. But it's a delicate balance because higher sulfur can lead to engine corrosion over time. What about the environment? Well, here's where it gets interesting. While it won't affect greenhouse gas emissions, it will impact local air quality. More sulfur means more potential health risks, like asthma and cardiovascular issues. This is a real concern for many, and it's a trade-off the government has to consider. The government's decision is a response to a complex situation. They're trying to prevent economic damage from high fuel prices, which can cause long-term inflationary issues. It's a tough call because, on one hand, you have potential engine and health concerns, and on the other, you're fighting off economic turmoil. Personally, I think it's a necessary evil in the short term, but we need to keep a close eye on the long-term implications. The duration of this relaxed standard is crucial. The government has stated it's a temporary measure, and I believe they're right to approach it this way. We've seen significant investments in refinery upgrades to produce cleaner fuel, and it would be a step backward to make these changes permanent. The current situation is a reminder of how vulnerable we are to global events and how important it is to have a diverse energy strategy. So, while this dirty fuel situation might cause some concern, it's a calculated move. It's a temporary fix to a complex problem. As always, the devil is in the details, and we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. Stay tuned, as I'll be keeping a close eye on this and sharing my insights as things develop.